Alright guys, it's Frodo here, I'm back with another Arcane Odyssey video. So this one, I will be ranking every single boss fight in Arcane Odyssey, so let's hop into it. So how I'll be ranking this is based on 1, how fun their boss fight is, like in-game, and 2, how like cool they are lore-wise and how cool their attacks are and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So obviously some of the later bosses will have a bit of an advantage here, because the earlier ones are a bit like more basic, but I'll try to be nice as I can. And always, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Alright, first up, Shura the Wandering Ronin. Now this guy, he's an acid conjurer, he's the first boss we fight. And he's like polluting the sea, and then you beat him up, tell him to stop doing that, he's like, alright, I'll stop doing that. And then, you know, we'll probably see him later on, but for now, I'll just put him C tier. It's the first boss fight, he's chill, he's just, I don't know, a random guy, for now. Next up, Iris, she has flare magic, which is cool, so I'll put her in B. Obviously her boss fight's pretty basic as well, but she's obviously the main character of the story. Maybe, no, I'll put her in B, just because the boss fight itself is pretty like boring, but flare magic's cool, so B tier it goes. Vatanelf, this guy is one of the, he's like part of the Jaw Pirates, I believe. I don't even know what he does, to be honest. I mean, half of these like tower outpost leader bosses, bro, I don't even know what their attacks are like. I just killed them in 2 hits, so I'm just gonna go off the lore for those guys. This guy's part of the Jaw Pirates, I believe, so fuck the Jaw Pirates, bro. Who gives a shit about them? You go in D tier, bro. All of them do drop some weapons, I think, but I don't even remember, so I'm just gonna say don't put them all in low tiers, probably. This guy drops Tidestone Band, his name's Layla, he's like a bounty hunter? No, that's main, sorry. I don't know what this guy does. I don't think there's much lore about this guy, he's just chilling, he's got a Tidestone Band. I'll put him in C tier. I mean, his weapon's alright. So, next up, Lord Elias. It's probably like the first actual hard boss fight in the story. He's got lightning magic and he moves around pretty fast. He can do pretty good damage for like at your level. So I'll put him in A tier actually. He's pretty cool. And he just tells us about curses and all that, so I like him. He's chill. He's chill. I have to check this guy, but this is Harzog, leader of the Bear Paw Pirates. The only thing I remember about him is he drops like the big club warlord weapon, which is pretty cool. So I guess I'll put him in C tier, but above that now, but he doesn't really do a whole lot. Then we've got Dusk here, she drops the Staff of Night, I believe. Which is a good weapon, so I'm just gonna put C tier, because you guys like, they do have a little bit of lore, but it's not really anything crazy, right? I mean, let's take a look at, I mean, she looks kinda cool maybe, so like, you could maybe put her in B tier, but I'll just put her at the top of C tier, I guess. Cernex, he goes in D, this guy's a bum, bro. Like, this guy just, what does he do? He's just sitting on the island, bro, like just glazing Cernano. He just got earth magic. It's pretty easy as well, and I mean his drops are pretty good for when they came out, but yeah, I don't really care about that guy. This is like Vayne or something, leader of the something pirates. They use poison weapons. He drops like a poison dagger or something. Yeah, I'm putting a D tier, bro. I don't give a shit about this guy. This is Hall Bjorn. He's like the previous leader of the Redwake. Of Redwake, yeah, chief of Redwake. And he went to Darksea, went crazy. He's pretty cool, I'll put him in B tier. He's got like a cool weapon and he's like a pretty cool boss fight. Then General Argos, I might put this guy in A tier. His boss fight's nothing crazy, but he is pretty cool, right? He's kind of just like a super strong human. He's the only warlord we fight in the story, right? Oh no, Evander's there as well. But yeah, so he's one of the 2 warlords we fight. He's pretty cool, like, people do like him. And yeah. Lady Karina, she's one of the bosses in Ravenna. She was actually pretty annoying to fight when I did the story for the first time. She like heals up and shit. She's just like a combat user, right? So she's pretty strong. I'll put in C tier though. I don't think she's as cool as Elias anyway. She's just like, oh, you killed Elias? Okay, time to die. And then you beat her up and then she dies. So not a whole lot of interesting things going on there. I'll put her C tier. King Calvus. Obviously someone opponent like this has to go higher, right? Should I put this, is this the first S tier? Also yeah, he has the very iconic like 500 move, so I guess I'll put him in S tier just for that. Obviously he's King Calvus, he's cool, I've got like a billion videos of him in my channel, so. King Caesar. I think this guy's a pretty cool boss fight as well. Like same as King Calvus, he's got like the massive sword, ether magic. He's like, this is like his body possessed by the Lazarus blessing. I don't even know what that is, but it's like a ghost possessing his body or something like that. You can just say that, right? Yeah, and he's I actually have only beat this guy like once though. He's very difficult to beat. He's like 3 phases, like Jesus, dude. Okay, I also forgot this guy's name. His name is General Valerie. He uses heat magic. It's like this mask which is kind of tough, and his drops look kind of cool, so I'll put him in B tier, but we don't really know anything about him. This is Joran, leader of the Jaw Pirates. This guy is really annoying to take down. His ship does so much damage to you. Oh my god, bro. I don't know if I've got footage of this guy, but he's a pain in the ass to fight, like in a ship. Once you break a ship, I think he's fine, but damn, bro. I think lore-wise, he's the brother of the leader of Redwake, Chief of Redwake. I forgot his name, and he's like the strongest pirate in the Bronze Sea. So that's solid. I'll put him B tier. I think this boss fight could be fun. It's just a little really strong, like his ship. It just it's like 500, not 500. There's so much damage per hit. Ormolu, the Crystal Curse user. I mean, he has a cool aesthetic. I'll put him in A tier. We don't really know anything about him, but like just fighting a curse user is pretty cool. And he's like a massive, just crystal monster. I mean, I'd put him in S if we knew more about him, but for now I'll put him in A. He's really cool, just based on like him being a curse user. Komodo Kai. I'll put him B tier. I mean, he has a cool sword drop. You know, he's not really loyal to the Navy or whatever. I think that's his lore, right? So that's kind of yeah, whatever. Architect Murloc, I think. Maybe it's wrong. Whatever. I don't even know if I've fought this guy before. Maybe once or twice. He looks kind of cool. I'll put him B tier. I don't really know anything about him. Captain Maria. She is pretty cool. She has like the big wave she slams down, which is like pretty unique for like water magic. So that's pretty cool. Evander. Is that another A tier boss? I mean, I thought his boss fight's pretty boring though, but like his weapon is cool. I'm gonna put him B tier because I feel like his boss fight's nothing crazy, but like yeah, he has a cool weapon and he's from the Thorn Empire, which is kind of tough, I guess. Delamere, he has the Crystal Orb. I guess also B tier. I'm putting a lot of B tiers, I know, but maybe I'll move Kai down to C tier. I don't really care about him, same as this guy. Let's do that. Yeah, that's better, I think. Alright, now we've got the Crone. She has the Ember Staff. Okay, and just the B tier boss. Like, cool spare weapon. They're just chilling, I guess. Main, he's got the Great Bow, which is pretty good. And he's from like part of like a bounty hunting group or something like that, so. Wow, another B tier character. I guess some of these mini bosses I just don't really got crazy opinions of them. This is the Leviathan. She's also not really know anything about her, but she just chills around the shipwrecks and just attacks you with waves. I mean, I feel like she has a kind of cool aesthetic, but again, there's nothing to really talk about with her. I'll go B tier, like over here maybe, or something like that. I'm not too sure. This is Crow, leader of the Gold Sail Pirates. I think they're like the richest pirates in the Nimbus Sea, or something like that, or like they're the strongest pirates below the Corsair pirates. That's pretty cool, I guess, right? Rich pirates. I'll put them high B tier. I don't really know what he drops, to be honest, but he looks cool. Lysara, leader of the Swift Striders. I do not know. Okay, I know who you are, obviously, but I just don't really care about anything you drop. I think they have some solid, like, amulets or something that drops, maybe, but I don't know. What does she even do? Alright, next up. I think it's going to be an S. Well, hold on. I want to say S tier. But his boss fight is really annoying. There's just so much fire everywhere, just so much massive AoE. Like, I don't know if I'd even call it, like, fun, right? If I want a fun boss fight, I'd move this guy down to A tier. But he's, like, one of the coolest characters in lore, in my opinion. He has Phoenix magic. If he didn't have cool magic, I guess he'd definitely be lower. But he's kind of carried by Phoenix magic, I suppose. Maybe I'd put this guy in A tier. And maybe I'd also put Ormolu up to S tier. I'm not too sure, not too sure. I'll leave him S tier for now, but boss fight wise he's very annoying, I will say that. Okay, this guy is Harvinder, leader of the Shadow Ravens. Now apparently he's actually a spy for Carax, which you only find out in the logbook thing, which I guess puts him fairly high, right? Like he's a Carax spy. I don't even remember finding this guy, but I guess no, I got too many beaters. I gotta move some people down. I'm moving you to F tier. I'm moving you to F tier, leaving you guys in D tier. You can go down to D tier. You can go Laylas. You can just go down to. I'll move Crone to C tier. I'm with you to C tier, I think. He's Karak Spy, but I don't remember his boss fight at all, bro. What does he do? What does he drop? Next up, Jarl Ivar. This guy is probably the most annoying boss fight in the game, right? Because you basically can't dodge his attacks. So he can be annoying for that. Lore-wise, he's pretty cool. He's a Jarl. He's got metal magic. He can coat himself with it. And then second phase, he drinks some weird, like, I don't know, steroid potion that just makes him super strong. Don't really know what that is, but I guess I'll put him A tier. If he has a cool aesthetic, but his boss fight's too annoying to be put in this tier, in my opinion. This is the commander of the fort in Cimmeria. Forgot her name. Yeah, my bad. She has like gold imbued stuff, which is kind of cool. I'll put her in A tier. I don't think she's very strong, but her stuff looks cool, I suppose. Amelia, she has gravity magic, and she's very annoying to fight as well. Just does so much damage. So I guess A tier as well. High tier. Gravity magic is cool, right? Something like that. Architect Calliste, I think. I don't know if I actually fought this guy. I think he's Magma. I could be wrong about that. I'll just put it with Amelia. They're kind of the same thing, right? And this, I believe, is the one beyond reach, if I'm not wrong, because this person isn't in the logbooks. This person is just someone you fight from doing the quest from some guy who gives you this one of the talents. I don't remember who it is, but she's kind of a nothing burger. You just kill her easily. Her drops are just pure defense, which is kind of mid. So I'm gonna say D. She's kind of a fraud. Like all that just to be like have like 1000 HP and terrible drops. Like her lore is that she kills like a bunch of assassins, right? But she's mostly fighting like farmers or something, dude. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna move Ormolu up to S, Alanon down to A, just because of how difficult or long their boss fights are. But I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. I'm not doing the sharks because I don't really care about that. Obviously, there's like a lot of placements here, so you're gonna disagree with this. But let me know like the biggest thing you disagree with here in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.